Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hugo. We're going to talk about concentration and more specifically what molarity is. So molarity is just the moles, so capital M. Molarity is moles of solute, or the stuff that gets dissolved, in liters of solution. So moles per liter is molarity. So an example of a solute, if I'm thinking about salt water. So salt is a solute. The solvent would be the water, and together the solute gets dissolved in the solvent to make a solution of salt water. Well, let's just do some calculations. All right. So we're going to use our main formula. Our main formula is molarity, capital M is moles per liter. I will put the variables off to the side. So we got molarity, we got moles, and we've got liters. And we'll solve the problem. How many moles are in 3.8 liters of 4.3 molar sucrose solution? So I'm going to kind of fill in what we know for our variables. And we've got 3.8 liters there. And we have 4.3 molarity, or molar solution. Moles, that's what we're looking for. That gets the question mark. Now, with this main formula of moles divided by liters, we can come up with another formula, and that is to solve for moles, which is what we need to do in this problem. So moles equals molarity times liters. I'm just going to plug in these numbers. And I'm going to plug in molarity as 4.3. And I'm going to multiply that by 3.8. And I will come up with, when I deal with significant figures, I will come up with 16 moles of sucrose. So that first problem was pretty easy, pretty simple. This one, a little more complex. There might be some more steps that we're going to have to do. So what is the molarity of hydrochloric acid solution, HCl's hydrochloric acid, that has a volume of 450 milliliters and 78 grams? All right, remember our main equation is moles per liter. We have grams and we have milliliters, so we've got to do a couple of things before we can plug this into the formula. Our formula does not accept grams. Our formula only accepts moles. So we need to first convert our 78 grams of HCl to moles of HCl. Since grams is on top of this dimension, grams of HCl is going to go on this bottom dimension. And we're going to look at our periodic table to figure out the grams per 1 mole. So 1 mole of HCl. Hydrogen's 1 gram. Chlorine's 35.5 grams. That makes 36.5 grams. Now, when I solve this dimensional analysis, I'm taking 78 divided by 36.5, and I am going to get 2.137 moles of HCl. Liters is what I need. I have milliliters. So remember, the quick and easy way to convert milliliters to liters is picture that decimal point and move it 3 to the left. So that will be 0.450 liters. Make sure you keep that, hang on to that 0, because that 0 is, actually it's not significant. Never mind. You don't need to hold on to that 0. 0.45 liters. It is not a significant 0. All right, now, step 3, I'm going to calculate the molarity. I'm just going to plug it into my formula. And I'm going to take this formula up here, tells me to take those moles, 2.137, and divide them by the liters, which is 0.45. And I'm going to come up with 4.7 molar HCl. One last problem to look at. Let's look at what if I need to solve for mass? What if I have to figure out what mass of potassium bromide I need to make this solution? Here I am in the lab trying to make this solution, and I want to put some grams of potassium bromide on a balance. Well, I got to figure out how many grams that I need. So we're going to look at our main formula is molarity equals moles divided by liters. In order to get grams, though, I need to go through the mole. So the formula I'm going to use here is moles equals molarity times liters. I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker. I'm going to take the 0.85. I'm going to multiply it by this converted to liters is 0.025. That is going to give me, my number of moles is 0.02125, and that is moles of KBr. But my balance doesn't read in moles. My balance reads in grams. So I need to figure out how many grams that is. Since moles is on the top of that dimension, the 1 mole is going to go on the bottom of this dimension, which means the grams of potassium bromide from the periodic table needs to go on this dimension. And when I look at this molar mass on the periodic table of the elements, 39.1 and 79.9, that is 118 grams of potassium bromide in 1 mole of potassium bromide. When I complete this dimensional analysis out and I multiply across the top and I worry about significant figures, my answer will be 2.5 grams of potassium bromide. That is the molarity equation and how we will use it in this unit. Please let me know if you have any questions.